Hey everyone, so this video is kind of a long time in coming. I finally was able to get out of all of my securities and advisory businesses, so I can actually now do things like talk about financial products and talk about investment strategies really without any red tape. Not going to tell you exactly what to do because I'm not going to be giving financial advice over the internet to people who I are not talking to one-on-one, but I can be a lot more liberal with my kind of assessment or evaluation of different investments and different things. And you'll see a lot more of that from this channel, a lot more of that on my my other channels, as well as I have a trading channel, and I also have kind of like a budgeting lifestyle-ish channel as well. So you see a lot of those things popping up, more videos, because I feel like in my time as a financial planner and as a day trader, stock trader, as someone who lives and breathes finance, there's a lot of information out there that is relevant, really, really important information, and there's a lot that's not. And unfortunately, a lot of us, or a lot of people, will tend to gravitate to stuff that's not that important, simply because of human nature, of the ease of it, of the headline attraction to certain things. And I don't want everyone to focus on that. When it comes to finance, a lot of it is about risk and mathematics. So everything in life has, well, our society, America, and probably the rest of the world, has put a lot of financial value on events and on things, on injuries, right? You can sue for damages, and there is a table that I guess attorneys have put together, insurance companies have put together, on how much it's worth if someone loses their arm in a horrific accident. Someone is paralyzed in a hurricane. There is a value to that, right? There's a dollar amount to that. And therefore you can kind of financialize practically everything, anything. This video, for example, could be monetized, right? Create a financial value of some kind of value if it is valuable to someone. An arm is valuable to whoever owns that arm, and if it's gone, value has disappeared. Therefore, you can transmit that value into money. That's the risk reward, or in this case, risk indemnification of insurance. The risk reward, which is another way of saying the same thing, of financial products or of investments is, right? You buy a stock today, hope it goes up tomorrow. If it doesn't, that's the risk. If it does, that's the reward. The same can be said for insurance. If you buy insurance today and never use it, well, that's the risk. If you use it, that's the indemnification, right? That's where if you lost an arm, you get compensated, and that's the indemnification. So practically it's just an exchange of risk. And that's all financial products are supposed to be for. It's just an exchange of risk. But many people don't understand that the risk that they're taking sometimes is, number one, unnecessary, and number two, not for them, which is why we have the know your customer rule in finance, and we also have, how each individual is supposed to get advice based on their individual circumstances, because each individual isn't going to be investing the same way. Unfortunately, because of the commoditization of both clients and financial advisors, it's really difficult to find a plan that is not a cookie cutter plan, right? And if it's a cookie cutter plan for people who are not of the cookie cutter mold, how are you supposed to plan for them? Or how are you supposed to plan for that? And a lot of it comes down to knowing yourself. And that's the hardest part about financial planning that I've found. Knowing yourself. And through, hopefully, the videos that I talk about, the risk reward, I can kind of help set your mind when thinking about insurance and finance products, set your mind to realize that, okay, risk is this, right? Indemnity, in the insurance case, is this. Is it worth my money to pay to have this risk covered by this indemnification process money? Or do I bear the risk of not having the insurance, and find another way to cover this risk, either financially or having some other method of paying for it, right? Either savings or, like for medical, there's HSAs, HMAs, FSAs, right? To kind of bridge the gap between what you don't want to pay for insurance and what you think you can afford for like a deductible or for out-of-pocket medical expenses, right? So how to calculate that, and how not to just be like, oh, I think I feel better because I have this insurance. Let's get rid of that, right? Let's understand the true risk that you're taking and the true indemnification that you're going to get. Same thing with investing. And now I can finally talk about it. Same thing with investing. Now with investing, it's a little harder. I will tell you, because when you trade, like I watch the market from 8:30 Central when it opens to 3 o'clock Central when it closes. I watch from 3 till 8 Central, which is the aftermarket hours, and I watch the overnight action on the futures market. So I can tell you, no new information has come in on anything, yet the stock market can move. The price of the entire index can move 2, 3, 4, 5% in range in one day. But no information has changed. Some people, you might be one of them, only want to target a 5% gain for the year. And some of these indices move 5% in a 24-hour period. NASDAQ, S&P even this year has moved 5%. Maybe I think the largest swing was like 7% in one day, from top to bottom, bottom to top. So that is something that is almost unquantifiable, but yet it is, because what you can do is you can say, all right, this is my investment plan. This is my risk to reward. If I think the stock market is going to go up, that's great. If I think stock market's going to go down, that's great. What do I do? We all can have our thoughts on what to do. Now, I'll be honest, the long-term buy and hold has been working for the last, I'd say, 15 years perhaps. But due to everything that's going on in the markets now, I don't know if we're going to be able to easily get away with that in the future. So, picking good stocks to buy and hold is going to become very important if you don't want to day trade. And I'm sure a lot of you don't want to day trade. Picking your kind of risk allocation is going to be really important. Picking how to plan for income in retirement, immensely important. Okay? And how to save on things that while you're both working and retired, like how to save on gas, which coupon cards, which apps are worth getting. Is the McDonald's app worth it? Is the Subway app worth it? Right? Do you have Gas Buddy to make sure that you have the best gas price based on where you live? Do you have Upside, which also pays you back in cash back by using their app to buy gas? Sometimes it's cheaper. Have both. Make sure you have both. Prescription drugs. Are you saving enough money on your prescription drugs? Is it cheaper to just buy the drugs straight out cash? Or should you use a coupon card like GoodRx or Single Care? Should you use Cost Plus drugs to get your medications? Is that cheaper? We have all the tools to figure out how to make things worth it, right? It's all mathematics, it's all risk reward, it's all risk indemnification. You'll be seeing a lot more of that on this channel and on the other channels that I own in the near future, because I believe anyway, that this is something that I can help with, and I do it anyway, so I can guide you folks on it as well. And now with my investment license, it's kind of parked and not affiliated with anyone. There's no firm for me to actually try and leave out of. There's just none, because I'm the only person here. I have inactive licenses. I'm not affiliated or registered with any broker, so it feels good. All right, I hope to have enlightened you a little bit of what's going on in my life. You guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is coming up tomorrow. Driving about 3 hours in the dark tonight to go head over to grandmother's house for Thanksgiving. I will see you guys later, and do good things. Happy Thanksgiving.